everyone, Sister Michelle here from SisterDIY.com. Today we're going to be making Louisiana king cake. So there are a few steps making king cake. There's the dough, the filling, the icing, and the sugar. So we're going to start with the dough. The first thing that you're going to need to do is proof your yeast. So I just heated up 3/4 cup milk with a tablespoon of sugar, and I'm going to proof my yeast in this milk. I'm going to pour it into my measuring cup, sprinkle the yeast over, and let it sit for about 10 minutes. So in my mixing bowl, I have flour, sugar, and salt already combined, and now I'm going to add softened butter. I'm going to mix it until it's well incorporated. Alright, so once you can no longer see the butter and it's pretty well incorporated, you're going to add your chilled butter. I have 12 tablespoons of chilled butter. So while my mixer is mixing, I'm going to add my chilled butter bit by bit until I've added everything. Alright, so you don't want the butter to be fully combined, you really just want it to be coated and kind of mashed into the flour. So next we're going to add in our yeast and also our egg yolks and vanilla. Alright, so you want to mix it just until it comes together. You want to still be able to see the chunks of butter. So now we're just going to chill it overnight. Alright, so I just took my dough out of the fridge. Now I'm going to sprinkle over a little flour and then knead it for about 30 seconds. Our dough is finally at room temperature. It took only about 20 minutes. So what we're going to do is roll it out into a rectangle. It's going to be about 20 by 16 inches. It does not have to be exact. And then we're going to give it a few folds. That is because we're going to create a lot of layers in this dough. It's going to be super flaky and buttery because this is a Danish style dough. A lot of people will actually make their king cakes with a cinnamon roll style dough. That's just your basic sweet dough. But this is the one that I prefer. So you can definitely choose whichever dough you like. This one will take a little bit more effort, but it's worth it, I promise. So our dough chilled for 1 hour in the fridge. Now we're gonna roll it out and braid it. Now you could make one big king cake, or you can make two smaller king cakes. I'm gonna make two smaller king cakes today, and it's great to do that when you have two different fillings that you wanna try, or you want to freeze one for later. So that's what I'm going to do today. Okay, so our dough is rolled out, and now I'm going to braid it. Before I do that, I'm going to butter the dough and then sprinkle my cinnamon and sugar mixture. Now, you can braid it like I'm going to do now, or you can just simply put your cinnamon, sugar, and butter, and then roll it up. are shaped and braided, and now we're gonna let them rise for about 30 to 45 minutes. Alright, so now we're gonna work on our filling. Now you can choose many different fillings for your king cake. I really love a cream cheese filling, so I'm gonna start with 8 ounces of cream cheese, softened, and then I'm gonna add a few tablespoons of lemon zest. This is optional, but I love the hint of lemon in my filling. Now to that, I'm gonna add a 1/4 cup of sugar, 1 egg, and a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. Alright, so to decorate our king cakes, we're going to be using some colored sugar. If you cannot find colored sugar, you can make your own. Okay, so our dough has risen nicely. Now I'm going to add the cream cheese filling. Our king cakes are cool, and now it's time to decorate. So I have a simple glaze of just powdered sugar, vanilla, and milk, and I'm going to drizzle it over and then sprinkle on my sugars. And there you have it, homemade Louisiana king cake. Well, I hope that you enjoyed this recipe, and I hope that you give it a try. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. They don't have to be perfect. And nope,